So good day everyone, I am Teacher Yas. So before we go to our topic, let's have first a game. You want a game? Okay, so let's start. So our game is entitled Guess the Picture. So here is the first picture. Can you guess what's the name of this picture? Alright, so the name of this picture is smartphone. Great job, guys! So let's move on to the next picture. How about this one? Can you guess what is the name of this picture? Very good! So the name of this picture is apple. Very good. So now let's move on to the third picture. So this is the third picture. Can you guess what's the name of its picture? Okay, so let's see if your answer is correct. So the name of this picture is Instagram. So you got it right, guys. So we're almost done. The last picture. This one. Can you guess what's the name of this picture? I know it's so basic. So can you guess it? Okay, so thank you. Let's see if your answer is correct. So the name of this picture is Facebook. So you got it right, guys. So thank you for participation and let's move on to our discussion. Now our topic that we will tackle first is smartphone and mobile technology. So please bear with me. Okay? Mobile technologies enable users to stay connected and perform tasks like communication, browsing, and access apps on portable devices, such as smartphone, tablets, and smartwatches. It works through wireless networks, allowing convenience and functionality where the user goes. The evolution of mobile phones began in 1983 with the launch of the Motorola Dynatac, the first mobile phone which was large, costly, and limited to call or making calls. In 1989, Motorola introduced the MicroTac, the first flip phone, revolutionizing portability. By the 1990s, mobile phones became more widespread as GSM networks enhanced reliability, and features like messaging started gaining popularity, making the rise of mobile communication. The rise of feature phones in late 1990s and 2000s marked significant milestone in mobile technology. In 1992, the first SMS text messages was sent, introducing a new form of communication. In 1999, the Nokia 7110 became one of the first phones to support mobile internet via WAP. Throughout the 2020s, feature phones with color screen, cameras, and longer battery life became popular, with the Nokia 3310 become an iconic model of the era. The smartphone era began in 2007 with the launch of Apple's iPhone, which revolutionized mobile technology by introducing a touchscreen, internet access, and the App Store. In 2008, the Android OS was introduced in an open-source alternative to iOS. During the 2010s, smartphone advances significantly, featuring more powerful processor, improved cameras, and larger screen, with notable releases like Samsung Galaxy and Google Pixel. Between 2014 and 2017, innovations such as larger screen and facial recognition technology, exemplified by iPhone 6 and iPhone X, further transformed smartphones. The modern era of mobile technology in 1920s is marked by the rise of foldable smartphones and the widespread adaptation of 5G technology, providing faster speeds and greater connectivity. Innovation in AI, camera technology, and mobile apps have further enhanced user experience. Popular apps like TikTok, Instagram, and WhatsApp has revolutionized communication, entertainment, and productivity, shaping how people interact and engage with the digital world. So let's move on to the components of smartphone. Before we go to the components, let's first define the smartphone. Smartphone is a mobile phone that combines the functionality of computer with communication feature. It also includes operating system or OS, supports web browsing, and can run various software applications. Smartphones are widely used for personal and professional purposes, offering tools for communication, productivity, and entertainment. The first component is hardware. So the A is processor, CPU, and GPU. So the processor is the core of the smartphone, responsible for data processing and running application. Notable examples include Qualcomm, Snapdragon, Apple A series, and MediaTek chipset. And the memory or the RAM and storage is RAM is temporary memory that allows for smooth multitasking and app performance, while the storage is the space for saving files, app, and data available in various capacities like 60 GB in phones, 128 GB, or 512 GB. So the display also is an iPhone has also a display. Comes in different types like LCD, OLED, AMOLED, and Super Retina, offering features such as high resolution or HD, Full HD, and 4K, and varying refresh rates like 60 Hz, 120 Hz, for a clearer and more responsive visual experience. Also, in camera system, smartphones are equipped with multi-lenses including wide, ultra-wide, telephoto, and micro to capture a variety of perspectives, and features like optical zoom, night mode, AI enhances, and the ability to record in 4K or 8K video. They offer also high quality photography and videography. So, in sensors also, we have a lot of sensors in our phones, like fingerprint sensors. So, fingerprint sensors provide biometric authentication for secure devices access. So, also the gyroscope detects motion, enhances experience in gaming and navigation. And the second to the last sensor is proximity sensor. Turns off the screen during calls to prevent accidental touches. And the last one is accelerometer. It detects devices' orientation for activities like screen rotation. So in connectivity hardware also, we have modem, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth chips, and NFC or near field communication. So modem facilitates cellular connectivity supporting 4G and 5G networks. So the second component of smartphone is software. So the first system is operating system or OS. This OS, such as Android or iOS, manages the Android hardware and software resources of the smartphone, providing the foundation for app and functionality and the user interaction. So in the user interface or UI can customize to UI like Samsung One UI, MIUI, and stock Android enhance the user experience by organizing app layout and improving navigation, making the phone more intuitive and personalized. And also the application or the apps is smartphones come with pre-installed apps like phone and cameras, but other user will download additional apps like platforms or the social media platforms in Google Play or in Google Apps or in the App Store. Okay. So we are down to the second to the last component of smartphone, where the connectivity and network. So cellular network supports the smartphones and various cellular networks, including 4G LTE for fast internet, and the 5G technology for even faster speed and more reliable connection. So in Wi-Fi and hotspot, Wi-Fi allows us to high-speed internet access. Like in home, we have Wi-Fi, we can scroll up to YouTube and TikToks. While the hotspot feature enables the smartphone to share its data connection with other devices, providing internet on the go. So, for example, we are going to the other places and we have friends that have data. We can share them with hotspot, or we can share our data through hotspot. And then the last is GPS. From what our experience, we use GPS in locating or navigating a location and find direction or the easier direction in our way to like malls and or places that we don't know. We have to have location and navigation. So the last component is the audio and input and output ports. So first is speaker and microphones. So this component in our smartphone is very important, because if we scroll or explore our phones, we need to we have to listen. So the speakers and the microphones are important. So, and also in the headphone jack or USB-C audio. So the headphones jack or USB-C audio ports allows to audio connectivity, enables user to listen music through wired headphones or external speakers. Like we are using for now I'm using Bluetooth, but before I'm using a wired headset. So I have to jack the headset to the ports of the phones. And then last is the charging ports. Smartphones use various charging ports such as USB-C, Lightning for Apple devices, or older micro USB for charging the devices and transferring data. So this is the most important port in smartphone also, because if our charging port is destroyed, we cannot charge it until we can go to the store that will help us to fix our charging port problem. So I think that would be all for my part. I hope you learned something from the mobile technology to the smartphone and its component. Thank you.
So thank you for the first topic, Yasmin. So the next topic is social media. So as we all know, social media has emerged in recent years as an essential tool for hundreds of millions of internet users worldwide, and a defining element of the internet generation. By one estimate, over 62% of adults worldwide already use social media. So today, in our generations, social media is the most common internet tool or application. So mostly over 62% of adults are already using social media. So there's a lot of adults or people or users are using social media. So next is social media is also a group of internet-based applications that build on the ideological and technological foundations of Web 2.0 and that allow the creation and exchange of user-generated content. So, as we all know, social media like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube are applications that commonly used in our generations today, mostly in entertainment. So also it helps us share our opinions and ideas, and also others to have feedbacks on our posts or posts. Then there are also technobiological term of social media, which is social media is an ever-growing and evolving collection of online tools and toys. platforms and applications that enable all of us to interact with and share information. As what I've said, we can share or post photos, videos, or opinions, and also others can give feedback to our photos or shared posts. And we can also give feedback to others, or we can also be friends with other people, even from different part of the world. So the next is different characteristics of social media. So there are 5 characteristics of social media. So the first one is participation. So social media encourage contributions and feedback from everyone who is interested. It blurs the line between media and audience. So example of this is in a group page where there are contributions in certain group page, or they ask for feedbacks from certain people or community. Next is openness. Most social media services are open to feedback and participation. They encourage voting, comments, and the sharing of information. So example of this, if we post online, they can other people or our friends can like, comment, and share our post. And also like in like vloggers or social media creators, they will make a voting of certain posts. The third characteristics of social media is conversation. So whereas traditional media is about broadcast, so as we say broadcast, it is content transmitted or distributed to an audience. Social media is better as a two-way conversation. So like in Messenger, we can communicate with each other. So I can message some people and they can also message me back. That is a two-way conversation. So you can communicate with each other. The fourth characteristics is community. So social media allows communities to form quickly and communicate effectively. Communities share common interests such as a love of photography, a political issue, or a favorite TV show. So in like a group page, so there are a lot of posts that from different people which shows or share common interests. And also in a group page or also group messenger, or you can message some of the people on a group page, so that shares common interests or likes. Last characteristics of social media is connectedness. So most kinds of social media thrive on their connectedness, making use of links to other sites, resources, and people. So in a social media like Facebook, we can some of the links can route to Instagram, other profiles, YouTube, or other websites. So that's connectedness. Next is different types of social medias. So there are 8 different types of social media. So the first one is social network like Facebook, WhatsApp, WeChat, Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, Google, Skype, Viber, Line, Snapchat, MySpace, LinkedIn, and Friendster. So it's the most common social network. So there are also a lot of social networks. So but the most famous one is the Facebook. Next is the bookmarking sites. So these sites allow the users to save or organize and manage links to website and any number of online resources. So on these sites, the users have the ability to tag links, making those links easier for searching and find again or share with other followers. Like example, Pinterest, Reddit, Scoopit, Dribble. So there's still a lot of bookmarking sites. That's just some of the example. Next is social news. So these sites allow the users to post new links, articles, videos, pictures, and other items to outside articles. So in social news, users vote on the items, and the items with the highest number of votes are displayed the most prominently with the most visibility on the sites. So example is Reddit, Popular, Slashdot. So there's still a lot. And the fourth type of social media is media sharing. So these sites allow the users to upload and share different types of media such as pictures and videos. So most of these sites are also social features like ability to create profiles and ability to comment on other material. So example is YouTube. The fifth is microblogging. So this site allows the users to submit short written entries, photos, or media such as links to product and service sites, as well as links to other social media sites. So example are Twitter, Tumblr, and YouTube. The sixth is blogging. The seventh is blog comment, and the eighth type of social media is the online forum. So as we say blogging or blog, these are sites of information and discussion. So it is more on people sharing their insights or their opinions. And blog comments are usually centered around the specific subject of the attached blog. So it's like the comments of a certain blog or that talks about the subject on the blog. Lastly, the online forum. It is a site that allows the users to engage in conversation by posting and responding to the community messages. So example of this are Warrior Forum, Wicked Fire, and Digital Point Forum. So that are the one of the example of online forums. So thank you for listening. For my part, so the next one who will be reporting the other is Christine Cabiles.
Hello everyone, so my name is Christine Cabiles and I am your last reporter for this topic. So my topic is all about e-commerce and e-operation. So I know that a lot of us could relate some of the topic and some of the process of e-commerce and e-operations. So now to proceed with the main discussion, e-commerce, let us know more the commerce itself. So what is e-commerce? So according to the dictionary, commerce is a division of trade of a production which deals with the exchange of goods and services from producer to final consumer. So it is the process of the product and how it will be exchange of goods and services from producer and to the final consumer. So it comprises the trading of something of economic values such as goods, services, information, or money between two or more entities. So that is commerce itself. So now, why is that it becomes or there is an e-commerce? So what is e-commerce? So e-commerce stands for electronic marketing. So it consists of buying and selling goods and services over an electronic system. So that is why from the word itself, electronic marketing. So it is like something like deals with online shopping, so such as internet and other computer networks. So e-commerce is the purchasing, selling, and exchanging goods and services over computers and networks. So through which transactions or terms of sales are performed electronically. So that is e-commerce. So I know a lot of us know about this. For example, we purchase these things or goods from Shopee or like Shein. So that is the best examples of the e-commerce. So e-commerce, in short, it is the goods and services over an electronic system. Alright, so what are some applications related to e-commerce? First in line we have the emails and messaging. So, example, email. For example, there is an advertisement about this product that was sent through your email or messaging. So that is one of the application of the e-commerce. Documents, spreadsheets, database, accounting and finance system, orders and shipment information. So for example, Shein always notify their consumers if the order has been shipped or the order's been out of delivery. So that is part of the application related to e-commerce. Another one, enterprise and client information reporting, domestic and international payments system, new groups, online shopping like eBay, and messaging like BlackBerry and conferencing. So those are the application related to e-commerce. Now, since we are done with the application, let us know now what are the tools of e-commerce. Choosing an e-commerce platform, digital payment processing system. So for example, we have Shopee, and you will check on the payment methods. So there are a lot payment methods. So we have the most popular, the cash and delivery, but we also have this digital payment processing system wherein you will link to your bank or GCash or any other electronic payments where you will pay first your order. So that is the tool, one of the tool of the e-commerce. Another, email marketing platforms and services, advanced analytics and tracking, shipping services integration, social media management solution, and customer relationship management software. So those are the tools of e-commerce. Well, now, why do you think we use e-commerce? So, best statement for that is e-commerce has low entry cost, reduces transaction cost, access to the global market, and secure market share. So for the low entry cost, so of course if we are going to compare the online shopping compared to the physical store, the online shopping like Shopee, Shein do have low entry cost and also reduces transaction cost because you will just like add to cart and then buy. So, and they will be the ones to process for the delivery. So access to global markets. So wherever you are in the world, as long as there is an application for Shein or any other platform, you can access that globally because technology right now, right? So, and then secure market share because you are directly connected to the customer. So it is, the e-commerce is just between the producer and the consumer. There are no any other shares for that. So that is why it's being secured for a market share. So now let us know some brief history of the e-commerce so that we could have an overview why it was being implemented or why it has been created. Why is that? So now on 1970s, electronic fund transfer or EFT used by the banking industry to exchange account information over secured networks. So this year was the e-commerce has been easily created. So late 1970s and early 1980s, electronic data interchange (EDI) for e-commerce within companies used by business to transmit data from one business to another. So in these years, 1970s to 1980s, the e-commerce is gradually emerging. So there is a transmission data already from the business to another. So on the late 1990s, the World Wide Web on the internet provide easy to use technology for information publishing and dissemination. So this is where the dissemination of the e-commerce, so it was being used by a lot of people already. So because e-commerce platform has cheaper to do business, so it is on the economic of scale and enable diverse business activities. So the economies scoped the scale of the e-commerce. All right, so that was the brief history of the e-commerce. So it was all started in 1970s and so on. So now, what do you think the process of e-commerce? So let us know more about that one. The first process of e-commerce is the consumer, of course, uses a web browser to connect to homepage of a merchant website on the internet. So of course you will have a web browser, so you can use your phone or laptop, and you are going to connect on the website on the internet. So the consumer browses the catalog, so you are like checking what do you want to check out for today, so for example, and then featured on the site and select the items to purchase. So add to cart, this is the time that being add to cart, and then the selected items are placed in the electronic equivalent of a shopping cart. So that is the second process. So when the customer is ready to complete the purchase of the items, she provided a bill to ship to address for purchase and delivery. So of course, after you are going to check out the items and you are going to buy, you will then check your payment method, if you want a cash on delivery, or if you want to pay it on time, or you want to pay it right now using your card. So your delivery address, so that is the most important, because your driver, your parcel driver, will be able to send your parcel to you. And then when the merchant's web server receives this information, it computes the total cost of the order, including tax, shipping, and handling charges, and then displays the total to the customer. So once everything is set, your payment method, delivery address, so you will then next check your billing statement. So how much how much is your parcel, or how much is that item, including all the tax and the delivery fee or the shipping fee. Then now customer can provide payment information such as a credit card number and then submit the order. So here in the Philippines, so we do have cash on delivery, so we can choose that one also. So it depends on you, on what opted you want to have your payment method. So we do have a lot of payment method. You can link your card, cash on delivery, pay later, so a lot. So it depends. So when the credit card is validated, so this example for this process is you are going to pay your item with your credit card. So when the credit card is validated and the order is completed at the commerce server site, the merchant's site displays a receipt confirming the customer's purchase. So once you already paid your item or your total bill using your card, and then your receipt confirming will be generated. So the last one process is the commerce server site then forwards the order to a processing network for payment processing and fulfillment. So once you are already set, everything is set, then the commerce, this is where the commerce, so the commerce server site then forward the order to processing network, and they will process that thoroughly towards your home. Alright, so those are the process of the e-commerce. So now, did you know that there are a lot of types of e-commerce? So let us go into discuss them one by one. Okay, so the first type of e-commerce is the business to business or B2B. So B2B or business to business consists the largest form of e-commerce. These models define that buyer and seller are two different entities. So it is similar to manufacturer issuing goods to the retailer or wholesaler. So for example, Dell, brand Dell. So Dell laptop brands and computers. So deals computers and other associated accessories online, but it does not make up all of those products. So in government to deal those products, first step is to purchase them from unlike business. So the producer of those products. So that is the example of the B2B. So it is two different entities of the buyer and seller. Another type of e-commerce is the business to consumer, so or B2C. So this model taking businesses and consumers interactions. So B2B is the difference between the buyer and seller, while B2C is the consumer interaction. So the basic concept of this model is to sell the product online to the consumer. So that B2C is the direct trade between the company and consumer. So it provides direct selling through online. So for example, if you want to sell goods and services to customer so that anybody can purchase any products directly from supplier website. So for example, we have Shopee. So since you want to sell goods, then you will directly go to the supplier's website and sell your products there so that the consumer or anybody can purchase, since we all know that Shopee is that is the secondary the online mall we have here in the Philippines. Alright, so the next type of e-commerce, we have the business to employee or B2E. So this is an electronic commerce, uses an intra-business network which allows companies to provide products or services to their employees. So typically companies use B2E networks to automate employee-related corporate processes. So this is for the business employee. So for example, we have Shopee and you have a reseller. So this is the time that the B2E employs, because it is the networks to automate your employee related corporate processes. And the last type of e-commerce, we have the consumer to consumer or C2C. So I know a lot of us saw many sites offering free classifieds, auctions and forums where individuals can buy and sell thanks to online payment system like PayPal, where people can send and receive money online with ease. It's what we call the consumer to consumer. So it is like related something with the online banking. So we have PayPal, where people send and receive money online with ease, and many other examples. So for example, another one, eBay's auction service is the great example of where person-to-person transaction take place. And by the way, for your information, eBay's takes place every day since 1995. So that's a quiet long year now. I know a lot of advantage we could take from the e-commerce because, you know, aside from the low entry cost, the process is very easy, and also it saves our time from shopping malls. So we'll just the commerce will be the one to process it over to us to be delivered the items. So now let's discuss the pros and cons of e-commerce. So let's discuss first what is the pros. So of course, no checked out queues, reduces price, and you can shop anywhere in the world. Easy access 24 hours a day, and wide selection to cater for all customers. So these are the pros of the e-commerce, and it's quietly very good, right? So now let's discuss what's the cons. So of course, unable to examine products personally. For example, we saw the advertisement in Shopee for this product. For example, we have the pants products, and it looks like very nice, but then when the product arrives, it's far different from what is being displayed in Shopee. So this is the common cons of the online products, because we are unable to examine the products personally. Another cons, not everyone is connected to the internet. So for those people who doesn't have connected internet, well then they can't access the online shopping. So that is the second cons. And another one, there is the possibility of credit card number thieves. So this is one of the crucial part of the online shopping. That is why a lot of people is opted to just choose cash on delivery, so to secure their bank details. Last one, on average, only 1/9 of stock is available on the net. So a lot also as well. This is one of the most cons when having online shopping, because the availability, they don't have that stock that much. So a lot of products are being sold out. So that is the common cons of e-commerce. So I think that would be all for the e-commerce. Now let us going to discuss what is e-operation. When we say e-operation, from the word itself, operation, so it is all about the process, how the customer commits and get fulfilled through the products and services with the company. So from commerce, from the e-commerce, wherein they gathered all the items that are being buy or purchased from the consumer, well then the operation are the one who fulfill the commitments of the customer of that products and services within the company. So let us know more about now what is e-operation. So the area of e-operation encompasses the process of how customer commitments gets fulfilled. So it is through the products and services within the company. And e-operation is their ability to fulfill orders and having the e-operation tools in place to handle them, and can spell the difference between success or failure with online initiatives. So for example, Shopee, you've checked out these items. So the commerce will be the one to process the payment, the shipment, and the delivery. The e-operation are the one who fulfill the orders. For example, you are unable to claim your parcel. So the e-operation gives you 3 days leeway to claim your order still. But for that 3 days, you are unable to claim your items. Well then, the e-operations will send that back to the seller. So that is their processes. So from the word itself, e-operation, so they were the one who fulfill the orders, if it's success or failure with online initiatives. So that is all about the e-operation. So e-operation, just so you know, includes procuring products, arranging shipping and transport, and handling production. So e-operation is just a short topic because from the word itself, operation, so it is like we are like knowledgeable enough, or from the word itself, if you're going to base e-operation. So I think that would be all of my discussion, and that would be all of our topic. So I hope, guys, that you learned something from us. Thank you.